local stories you care about.
WLBB, Carrollton, News Talk, 1330, FM 106.3.
And good morning. Welcome to Community Voice. I am your host, Josh Engel. Today is Tuesday, September 8th. It is 8:30 a.m. in the morning. I hope everyone had a wonderful Labor Day weekend. Today we got Janet Chumley, the director of Rica Main Street. And, well, she really does a little bit of everything. Economic development, working with businesses, she does it all. And she's here to talk about some exciting events coming up here in the next week over in Rica. We're going to be talking about the Gold Rush Festival, and that includes their Friday night concert, the Saturday festivities, and their awesome mass contest that they got going on. But first and foremost, Janet, how are you doing?
Hey, Josh. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks. We're doing good in Rica. I got to tell you that when this year started, nobody had ever heard the word COVID, right? Yeah. So it's been the new normal. I hate to even say that word because we've said it so many times, but
yes.
It's just adjusting to the new normal and trying to work through COVID and the pandemic and what it's done to all the cities and communities around the country. So, but we're still rocking and rolling, making it happen in Rica, and we're glad to. I'm certainly glad to be here today and see you guys.
Of course,
I haven't seen you guys in a minute.
I know it's
been too
great.
long.
I hate that it's through glass, but I'm so glad to be able to see you. So, now how is Main Street doing? Because you guys have an awesome Main Street program. And everyone has been affected by COVID one way or another. How is Rica Main Street holding out?
We're lucky. I will say we're very lucky. We haven't had any businesses close. It's been a rough couple of months for those guys, our small businesses. They've hung in there. They fought. Anything they could do to survive, they have. And I'm very proud to say that nobody has closed during this time. We're all moving forward, and they're doing a great job. They got creative with ways to promote themselves and, take out orders and online orders. And that may be the new normal moving forward. That may be something that, that continues, that people get their food to go and then they leave and they don't stay and eat. But they've all survived, done a great job, like I said, adjusted to the new normal, if you will, and nobody's closed. So I'm very, very glad and thankful for that.
That's the most important thing, that no one has had to close.
Right.
Businesses are still thriving.
Right. So they're all slowly starting to pick back up. Some are, stayed steady. Some are busier than they've ever been. Some are, getting back in the game, if you will. So we're all hanging in there, surviving, and I'm very proud of our businesses. They've done a really, really good job of surviving this pandemic and being able to keep their doors open, which was the most important thing.
Well, we're very proud of the city of Rica for everything they've done, and the Main Street program for being there. You got the backs of all the local businesses down there in Rica, and I've seen it with my own eyes, the work that you put into to assisting them and working with them to help. Your motto very much is rising tides raise all ships. So that's
right.
That's really great for the Rica program. Now, you guys have recently received some acclaim.
Wow, yeah, how awesome. So we got Rica, we got Main Street of the Month for the month of August.
This is statewide?
Statewide.
Wow.
We got that honor through the Department of Community Affairs, and we're very honored to get that. I say to people all the time, I grew up playing sports, so everything is teamwork, and I can't do anything that I do without the team behind me, my businesses. So I'm very honored to have received this award, and it's a team effort to get anything done. And so we've worked really, really hard. We're building our Main Street program day by day, month by month, year by year. And I'm just proud that we were awarded that honor. Very, very proud of that.
Now, you mentioned sports teams. Who do you think is a better basketball player, Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
No question, Michael Jordan.
All right,
greatest of all time.
That's what I thought. So now this particular award, how did you acquire it? Were you guys nominated?
We were, and we were nominated, and then I got the news a couple of weeks before that we had won, and we did a little write-up, and then the DCA puts it on their Facebook page, and we shared it and got a lot of positive feedback from that. And that's the first time Villa Rica has ever received that type of honor. So it's just great to get the city of Gold on the map a little bit, right? And our little, I say little, we're growing leaps and bounds, but we're at 15,000 plus right now. We'll grow over the next 5 years, probably to 20. So just to get our name out there on the map, anything we can do to promote our businesses, promote our downtown, promote our city, that's just icing on the cake for us, honestly. It's just a great honor.
Well, congratulations. It
Thank
really
you
is
so
a great
much.
honor. Statewide. I mean,
Statewide, yep.
That's very impressive to be able to say.
And I think there's 163, I'm probably off a few numbers, on the Main Street programs in the state of Georgia. So to be that one out of that many, pretty good.
You'll take it.
I'll take it.
Cool.
I'll take it.
Well, this is a very exciting week for the Villa Rica Main Street program, and just for Villa Rica in general. It's the week of Gold Rush. So
Yes.
Before we get into the details, tell us a little bit of the history of the Gold Rush Festival.
I think the Gold Rush Festival for us, I mean, a lot of people, it's the back and forth with us and Dahlonega, right? But I think that gold was discovered in Villa Rica in 1826. I think we were the first.
Let's say that. We're the first.
We're the first. Let's take it. And I think the actual Gold Rush Festival for us started in 76, 77. So it's been going on. This is our 44th. So count that back. Do the math. This is our 44th annual. And it's just something that we thought was very important to move forward with. We're going to be safe about it. We're going to try to keep everybody as healthy as possible. But it was very important that we continue that tradition and hold this festival and give folks something to do. It's just the tradition of the parade and the vendors and the concert. It was so important for us to figure out how we can make it happen. And it's going to be a little different. It's going to look a little different this year, but that's okay. That's okay.
Well, I know
we're able to pull it off, and that's great.
Of course. And I know that we're going to be getting into the specifics here in a bit, but I did want to ask, it's on everybody's mind, what kind of COVID guidelines are you all going to have in place just to try to keep everybody safe? Because I know that you and I have spoken. It's extensive, what you guys are doing to try to keep everybody safe.
Well, for the concert specifically, which we're doing Friday night now instead of Saturday night, we're only allowing 400 people in. Our mill holds about 2,000 folks. But to be safe and secure, we're going to take everybody's temperature when you come in. You can't come in unless you have your ticket from Eventbrite. We're spacing people out 6 feet apart, and you'll be in a little cube. We're providing the chairs this year, so everybody will be spaced out as such. And it's just very important that everybody, have their mask on when they come in. Once you get to your seating pod, as I call it, a pod,
sure,
you can take your mask off. But if you're going to the bathroom or you're going to get a beverage, we ask that you put the mask back on until you get back to your seating pod. And then certainly for Saturday, we'll space everybody out. All the vendors will be spaced out an extra 10 feet. We'll have signs up. We'll have hand sanitizing stations. It's just very important that we create that environment where people feel safe or comfortable. And certainly if you don't feel comfortable at this time, you don't have to come. Certainly we understand that. And for those that do, we're going to take extra precautions so that you do feel comfortable. You don't feel like you're on top of everybody and you're spaced out. We'll have signs up everywhere. So that's kind of why we came up with a mask contest. Give everybody a little extra something little incentive.
Yeah.
Little incentive there.
Well, speaking of that mask contest, we're going to take our first break. But when we come back, we're going to talk about that mask contest and how you, listening here, could win some excellent prizes from Villa Rica Main Street. So stay with us.
As a graduate of Oak Mountain Academy, I've found that my experience on the mountain prepared me beyond all expectations. As a junior at Auburn University, I approached my studies with great confidence thanks to what I learned at OMA. When I think back on my time on the mountain, I think of my teachers. Their genuine love and concern for me as a student was always evident, and now, as an adult, I still foster those relationships. I'm Carly Robinson, an Oak Mountain Academy alum. Visit oakmountain.us to see how you can offer your child an amazing opportunity to be a warrior.
For more than 70 years, you have turned to Tanner Health System for your healthcare needs. As our community moves forward, Tanner is here for you, strong, safe, and close to home. Routine medical appointments, urgent elective surgeries, and imaging are back on the calendar at our hospitals and Tanner Medical Group practices. With the safety of our patients, staff, and community always our top priority. Learn more at tanner.org. We are Tanner Strong. That's tanner.org. We are Tanner Strong.
And good morning. Welcome back to Community Voice. I am your host, Josh Engel. If you're just tuning in to our program this morning with Janet Chumley, the director of Villa Rica Main Street, be sure to check out the Facebook Live video, the high-quality Facebook Live video of this broadcast that is currently being uploaded to the station's Facebook, News Talk 1330 WLBB. And if you can't do that, check out the podcast that we'll upload as well. Janet, so glad to have you back here. So this is the Gold Rush Festival this week. It's happening this weekend. So how about we just start with Friday night and take us through the festivities, and let's be sure to talk about this mass contest as well.
Absolutely. So we're doing it a little different this year, as I mentioned in the earlier segment. We're going to split it up into 2 days. So Friday night is going to be our summer concert, if you will, Gold Rush Summer Concert. We have an opening act, Love is War, and then we are excited to have Velcro Pygmies as our headliner. They're very popular in this area, so we're excited to have them. They'll come on a little after 8, and they'll play at about 10 o'clock. And we're doing a mass contest, so everybody that has tickets, your Eventbrite ticket that comes to the concert.
Which, if I may, someone did write out on the Facebook live stream.
Sure.
They said, how do I get a ticket for the concert on Friday that they don't see an Eventbrite link? Where can they find that?
So it's sold out.
Okay.
I should have mentioned that earlier.
Oh,
sorry.
Sure. All right.
So it's sold out. It's sold out in 2 days. So
they're a popular band.
Very, very sorry. You can't get in unless you have your Eventbrite ticket. It's already sold out. So for those that have a ticket and are coming, we're going to do a mask contest. And so it's a little incentive, right? Let's get creative. Let's have a mask on. You'll have to have a mask on when you enter, right? And then when you get to your seat, you can take your mask off. And then we ask if you're moving to the restroom or getting a beverage to please put your mask back on. But we're giving away cash prizes. So first prize is $100. Second place is $75. And third place is $50 cash. So
cash money.
Mask up, get creative, make it fancy, do something unique, and there's a chance for you to win money for that.
Mask
so
up,
that's
cash
awesome.
up.
Yes. So Mask Up VR.
I dig it. So how does one win the contest?
So we'll have some judges kind of walking around and checking it out, and we'll make some sort of announcement on stage once we've kind of gone around and check everybody and the 400 people that we're allowing in, obviously for COVID reasons and social distancing reasons. So we'll make some sort of announcement probably midway through the concert that you won, and we'll give you some cash.
I dig it. That's
so
great.
So you got a free concert, and you may leave with some cash. So that's pretty cool.
It's very exciting. So
Yes.
If you're going to be, if you're going to the concert, really trick out your mask, and you could win some cash money.
Absolutely. That's a
Awesome.
great little incentive for, the situation and the pandemic. And we came up with that and said, hey, let's do something fun. Let's incentivize it a little bit. And everybody likes cash, Josh.
Everybody. If you're going to have to wear a mask, at least there's a chance
Get
you're going to win
some cash.
money.
Right. Get
Which
some
is
money.
great. All right, well,
Yes.
let's talk about Saturday. So the festivities are going to be wild. The concert's happening Friday night. Events sold out. So if you don't have a ticket, catch them next time they come through, which, of course, they will come back.
Yes, they'll come back.
Everybody
of course.
loves the Velcro Pygmies. But let's talk about Saturday.
So Saturday is a little bit different. We're shortening the day a little bit. So it'll be 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. We normally do 8 a.m. till 10 o'clock that night, but because of everything going on, we decided to split the day into 2 days. So we'll do the 5K at 8 a.m. And they are also limiting the number of participants to like 150. So I'm not sure if there's slots left available, but if there are, go to downtownvillarica.com and there's a registration. You can't register day of. You typically could, but now with everything going on, you'll have to get signed up beforehand. Then we, of course, have our annual parade at 10 a.m. Then we have food and craft vendors from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then we're excited to have kids entertainment on the Mill Amphitheater stage from 12 to 3.
Now, I wanted to ask a bit about the kids' entertainment that you guys have set up. What can folks expect there?
We have several dance groups. We have some acting kids. There's a lot of different entertainment there for the kids, all the kids to enjoy. My friend Kelly Bell always helps me out there and sets up the entertainment. Of course, her group will be dancing, Southern Dance Precision. But we want to give those kids an opportunity to still shine and still have their moment, right? And all the parents, I know my parents used to come and watch everything I did. And so it's very important that we give those kids an opportunity to shine and have their moment on stage and entertain the crowd as they always do and have proud mom and dad in the stand. So we're excited to have that.
I love it, and it's great that folks can have this experience and know that you and the city are doing everything that you can to keep it safe, keep it COVID friendly, so that people can make memories without having to take unnecessary risks.
Right, and we'll leave the social distancing seating up from the Friday night concert, so mom and dad feel comfortable, and that they'll be spaced out in those seating areas as well. So all that will still be in place Saturday morning when they perform.
So, what can folks expect of the parade?
Well, we'll always have the Shriners, which is great. This is the biggest festival they do, right? So they bring in Douglas County, Paulding County, Cobb County, Carroll County. So they'll, we expect that. We have the Villa Rica High School band playing, which we love to have those guys and girls. We're so excited to have them being involved this year. Of course, we'll have our elected officials. We'll have the Golden City Cruisers, which those guys are so great to us and always provide us cars for the elected official. Our Grand Marshal this year is John Hannenbach, and anybody that knows John, he's a Korean War veteran, big-time supporter of Villa Rica, and he'll be our Grand Marshal. We're very excited to have John lead our parade. He's an amazing person, and if you've not met him, you should, because he's just great.
Shout out to John.
John.
The great Grand Marshal.
Yes. Very excited to have John as our Grand Marshal.
That's going to be awesome. So who's going to be emceeing the parade?
Well, you are, Josh.
Me?
Yes.
Me?
You. And Kelly Bell.
Oh, so you guys had to have the best, so you arranged.
Yes, thank you to Gradic. You guys will be doing our live feed, and we appreciate you guys coming out for that, as you always do, and support us, and we appreciate that. But yes, did you not know you were?
Let's just say that I assumed. I've already got my outfit picked out,
Yes.
I look forward to it all year.
Yourself and Kelly Bell will MC our parade.
Well, in all seriousness, it would be like, I think, the third year for me, and it's so fun. The Villa Rica parade, the Gold Rush parade, is always a blast.
Yes.
And of course, I'm very thankful that you asked me to do it, and for us, the Gradic team, to do a live feed there. It's always a lot of fun. Michael Vincent will be joining me out there this Saturday.
Yes.
And of course, like you said, Kelly Bell, she's always arranging the entertainment, and everyone's having a good time. I did want to give you a quick Andy Leslie. Our good friend,
Andy.
She said on the live stream here, hi from Rome. Congrats to Janet for all the awesome things happening in Villa Rica.
Thank you, Andy. I love Andy. She's the best. And congratulations to her on her new position in Rome as the Main Street manager. Very proud of her.
Yeah, for sure.
Great girl.
Excellent. Now, who are the people that have helped make this event possible? Because I know the Main Street program is a nonprofit. And you guys managed to pull these big events off every year. This year, despite COVID, you're still managing to make it a fun, friendly, and safe event for everybody. Who's making this possible?
So I'm very proud of our sponsors, and they are so committed to helping our community every year. So I want to give a shout out to Southwire, Ty Singer Vance, Holiday Inn Express Villa Rica, and the City of Villa Rica for their continued support of our events and commitment to our community and helping make our events better. So I could not pull this off without the help and support of our sponsors. Very important to us.
For sure.
So I appreciate them very much.
And yes, thank you to the sponsors for help making that happen. So before we take our next break, I did want to do a quick recap, just sort of over the COVID guidelines, some of the COVID things that you guys are going to be having in place to try to protect folks that decide to come out. Would you mind, please, refreshing us on those?
So for Friday night, you'll have to enter the mill. We'll only have one entrance, and you will have to have your mask on. We're going to take your temperature before you come in. Once you enter, you'll need to keep your mask on until you get to your seating, which there's no specific seating. It's first come, first serve. We know you have a ticket, so once you get there, just find your seating. We are providing the seats this year. Keep your mask on, and then if you're walking to and from the restroom or getting yourself a beverage, we ask that you put your mask back on, but once you return to your seating area, you can take your mask off. For the actual festival on Saturday, we're spreading everybody out. We're spreading the vendors out. We ask that you kind of stay 6 feet apart. If you feel more comfortable wearing your mask, please do. We'll have signs up everywhere. We'll have hand sanitizing stations for everybody just to keep fresh, keep your hands clean. As you guys know, part of it is don't touch your eyes, don't touch your face, right? So let's keep your hands sanitized. And we'll have the vendors 10 feet apart. Instead of 6 feet apart, it'll be 10 feet apart. Just give a little extra space there. And we ask that when you're in line for a vendor, just 6 feet apart, stand, make everybody feel comfortable and kind of space yourself out. But I think we've done a lot, and we'll go through, the whole process. We actually have a meeting today and finalize all the logistics, but we feel comfortable, and we feel like we've done everything we can do to make this a more comfortable event for everybody and feel comfortable coming out. And again, if you don't feel comfortable and you're still feeling like you need to social distance, absolutely.
Don't
please
take any
do
risks.
Don't take any risks. Absolutely not. Yeah.
But if you are able to come out, have assurance in knowing that the Main Street of the month of August is doing everything you could possibly imagine to
Yes.
keep this festival fun and safe.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, well, we're going to take our next break here to hear from the sponsors of this program. But when we come back, we'll continue our conversation with Villa Rica Main Street Director Janet Chumley as we talk about the Gold Rush Festival. So stay with us.
For more than 70 years, you have turned to Tanner Health System for your healthcare needs. As our community moves forward, Tanner is here for you. Strong, safe, and close to home. Routine medical appointments, urgent elective surgeries, and imaging are back on the calendar at our hospitals and Tanner Medical Group practices. With the safety of our patients, staff, and community always our top priority. Learn more at tanner.org. Hashtag We Are Tanner Strong. That's tanner.org. Hashtag We Are Tanner Strong.
At Oak Mountain Academy, our daily schedule includes convocation, prayer, and the Pledge of Allegiance. By doing so, we build a family-like community where all students grow and flourish and personal faith is encouraged. Through community service and a historical approach to biblical study, our students are taught the value of the warrior way, honesty, respect, and responsibility. Oak Mountain Academy, we are a family creating legacies. To learn more, visit oakmountain.us.
And we're back to Community Voice. I'm your host, Josh Engel. It is Tuesday, September 8th, 8:52 a.m. We got Janet Chumley in the studio today, the director of Villa Rica Main Street, and a good pal of our stations here. We're talking about the Gold Rush Festival. It's happening this weekend. If you're just tuning in, be sure to go check out the Facebook live stream of this episode on our WLBB Facebook. They're extra B in there. I'm just excited.
That's a mouthful, but
It's a
you
mouthful.
did well. Yeah, way to go.
I've been practicing in the mirror. So be sure to check out that live stream. We've been talking about the mini COVID guidelines that the city of Villa Rica is going to be honoring to try to keep patrons safe here at this Gold Rush Festival. A lot of exciting events that are going to be happening. How about we do a recap of the festival for folks that may just be tuning in? We want to make sure everyone knows what's going on, when things are happening, where things are happening. So take it away.
So Friday night, we're doing it a little different this year. So Friday night will actually be the summer concert, Gold Rush Summer Concert. Unfortunately, it is sold out because we're only allowing 400 people to enter the mill. So you must have your ticket, Eventbrite ticket with you before you enter. We ask that you have a mask on. When you enter, we're going to take your temperature. Everything starts at 7:30. I will say, and I did forget to mention this earlier, but you will not be allowed to enter the mill until 6:30. So don't come early. Come at 6:30. We're going to start letting people in. We'll let you get to your seat.
Nobody's going to take your seat.
Nobody's going to take your seat. Nobody's going to take your seat. So
Or your pod.
Your pod. Your seating pod. That's correct. So
it makes me think of the nice movie theaters you go to now. Like, you pay extra to get to have this.
Yeah.
To have your own area where you can relax and just hang out. Yeah, this is
Isn't
great.
that cool?
Yeah.
So once you get in the Main Street or in the Mill Amphitheater, then you'll get to your seating pod. We ask that you keep your mask on until you get to your seating pod. If you're going to the restroom or you're going to get a beverage, please put your mask back on. Again, once you return to your seating pod, you can take your mask off, right? We're excited to have the Pygmies headline. They're a favorite in West Georgia, so they'll be headlining, and that's going to be 7:30 to 10. And then Saturday, we're going to break Gold Rush down into a smaller time frame, 8 a.m. to 3. We have the race at 8 a.m., the 5K, the parade at 10, food and craft vendors 10 to 3, and then kids entertainment on the mill stage from 12 to 3. So we're excited. It's going to be a great day. And I ask everybody, encourage patience. This is a crazy year, not the normal year for us. So we ask everybody to put your patience hat on and just work with us and adjust to what we're trying to do. And we appreciate that because, we want to give everybody something. We thought it was important to have the Gold Rush Festival this year and move forward with that. It's tradition. This is the 44th annual. So it's a little different. It looks a little different this year, but, we're encouraging everybody to social distance and stay 6 feet apart when you're out looking at the vendors and, hand sanitize, be very careful, be conscious of the person in front of you or behind you because we want to make everybody to stay safe and healthy. That's the number one concern, safety and health. So just social distance.
Of course. And it looks different, but the spirit's the same, and that's all that matters.
The spirit is very much the same, and we're excited to be able to move forward with it.
Excellent. So we only have about 4 minutes left. I wanted to ask you, what are some other events that you guys have coming up? Because I know that there's still stuff set up for the year.
Yes, so we still have, 2 events coming up that we do our annual Thrill at the Mill, which is our trick-or-treat for all the kids. We're going to move forward with that, and that's Saturday. It's actually on Halloween this year.
Oh,
go figure.
Cool.
And then Christmas on Main, and I think it's the first Saturday in December, which is either December 3rd or 5th. I don't have a calendar in front of me. But it's the first Saturday in December, and we'll move forward with that. And that's our parade, Christmas parade. We have craft vendors at the mill. We have entertainment on the stage. Then we'll light the tree as soon as it gets dark. So we're going to move forward with all those projects. But I did want to give a quick real shout out to our sponsors once again.
Go for
because
it.
Those are very important.
We love them.
We thank so much the Gold Rush sponsors this year, Southwire, Ty Singer Vance, Holiday Inn Express, Villa Rica, and the City of Villa Rica.
Awesome.
Got to mention them again.
Naturally.
Very important.
And with what time we have left, where can folks find this information? They've been listening. They've got that info. But if they got to do a quick recap, where can they find it?
So if you guys go to downtownvillarica.com, that's our website. All the information's on there. Of course, check out our Main Street Facebook page or the City of Villa Rica Facebook page or the Mill Amphitheater Facebook page. We put all that information on there as well. And there may be a few slots left for the 5K. I know they're limiting participants, but check that out. See if they got enough, see if they got all the runners they need. But yes, downtownvillarica.com is where you can go and find everything.
Janet, it's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Looking forward to Saturday. Thank you for joining us. And
yes.
Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Thanks.